Well, we have a new dude, a cool dude. His name is Ryan. But he's the little leader of the rebels. So let's talk. With the kingdom of Divisia. And Loon is pretty darn mad at you. And I do not believe he will. For you have kidnapped the sister. And the sister is on the loose. Aridia is on the loose. Oh dear. Whatever shall we do? Well, she was going to try to talk some sense into Loon. Meanwhile, we got our own problems. We gotta help Ryan lead his people to Aridia. And leave them to their doom. And through North Divisia real quick, a town without weapons and armor. You shall be the first to be destroyed. Maybe. Mayhaps. But now we have to travel to Aridia. Well, first we have to get back to Landon. But am I sure I could go the same way I went before? Through Aquidia, then Aridia? Rows of dryads. Useless. But there is a second way. Ryan, the man that he is, just happened to have the twins' ruby. How he came about this, I don't know. But that will open the southeast cave in Landon. The far southeast cave. The one I accidentally went to. But that's not the point. The point is, I need to go through this dungeon real quick. One moment. Deep. Well, let me show you a quick way. For those of you using this as a playthrough. Because you can hang around the south, and go slightly north, and keep going east. Then eventually far north, to reach your final destination. Instead of going through all the areas with the treasure chest. It's a quicker way. But all the rats might wear you down, especially with their poison. So bring plenty of antidote. And don't be a dolt about it. Horrible puns aside. North. Is this going to be another long spiral? Yes, unfortunately there is no way directly east once we get out of this cave. Because, once again, water prevents us. And alas, Rin cannot turn into a sub. Here. Rin cannot turn into a sub and travel along the water, unfortunately. He can only do it at a specific spot. You'd think it would be the dock? But alas, it is not. Yes, even if you try to use it through the inventory. Golly, who's holding on to that? You can't do it through. And you can't squeeze through that little part and walk along the beach. Nope, can't walk along the beach. Because nobody brung their swimsuits. One moment, and I'll get to a place you can recognize easily. See? From the bridge, we're going to go south and east. Although there will be towns, which would be a good idea. To recover yourself if you haven't already. Will they say anything new? Probably not. Probably so, depending if you've been here before. Depending on whether or not you skipped around in an earlier video. Either way, I'll go ahead and show it again once more for you. Show it once more. Also, you notice Ryan is pretty tall. He also has some slick hair. You'd think a guy like that would love to use guns. But no, he's more of a technique user. 6 brown rats are a pain. 6 brown rats. Also, I should have stocked up on my more antidotes, but no problem. We are now in the cave. That leads to Aridia. But wait a minute, can't you go through Aquila, then go through Aridia? Well, 1, think of this as a shortcut. And 2, don't you think Loon's army might have set up in a passive way to Claudia? Plus, it probably doesn't help going through Valian territory. So I'm gonna have to pull up a new map here 1 quick second. Another reason we might want to go here is for everybody's favorite items. Treasures, if you will. Yes, there's 3 treasure chests, all with plenty of glompers and fear moves. Yeah, the green blobs. But anyway, 3 treasures. 2 of them will be along the way. The 3rd one I might skip, just because it's out of the way. And blue genies and primuses aside. We really could use another healer, but nope. Instead, your healer is your items. The inventory of the androids. Never needing feet or buckles. I know that makes no sense. And with this new Force Claw, let's see how much Mew improves. Not much. But hey, it was pretty much a free upgrade. And if I go north then west from here, I could get a Force Knife. Not really something I want to get though. I could use it for Ryan, but I'm not too worried about him. Instead, along the way, for free, I get a Force Sword. I just got a laser sword. Well, I can't complain. Another free upgrade. And I'll be able to sell the laser sword for plenty of Meseta I know I'll need in the future. And from here, it's just a simple straight east, then to the south. Except when it involves monsters wearing you down. Oh, Nova, Nova, Nova. You starfish wannabes. You kinda hurt, you know? And Ryan still hasn't gained a level. I've just been fighting all the fights. I have not been grinding at all. Grinding is when you go back and forth near a town, in hopes of getting gold and Meseta, with Safe Haven very nearby. Or at least that's my definition, and Ryan shut me up and gained a level, finally. Also, random meal 26. Wow. He's probably not going to get much higher. Maybe a few levels. Clops. It had to be Clops, didn't it? And here we are back in Aridia. But in a different position. By the way, if you really get lost, and don't you have internet... Wait a minute, you're reviewing this on the internet. If you don't want to go to another website for the maps, you can always use your monitor. They'll tell you where you are. It won't point you to the towns though. And it'll also show you the lands where you've been, if you can recognize the shapes. So, for the brief moment, we're going to the center of town, to Hazatec, and find out where the rebels want to hide out. Oh dear! New enemies! The Blizzards! Along with their friends, the Lizards, of course. Slightly more hit points. But otherwise, not much of a threat. Also, Niall is hitting for a lot of damage with that Force Sword. I approve. And yes, we're going to meet more new enemies along the way, because I'm bound to get in and attacked one of these days. The Blizzards have 93 hit points, if you're curious. Twice as much experience, though, as the Lizards. And I met giants and snails, and of course flails. No problem. But the problem is finding myself in the middle of a desert. But what is a blizzard lizard doing in a desert? That makes no sense. Nothing in this game makes sense. And I know I missed a few enemies here and there, but we'll find out what the cyborgs tell me here, and what we can do to find safe haven for our friends the rebels.